Hello, my name is Carl Thompson, the founder and creator of AccurateCalculators.com. Today I will show you how to use the Accurate Construction Loan Calculator to set up and track the balance of a construction loan. This video closely follows the written tutorial number 11 on the website. I've provided a link to the calculator and the tutorial in the description below. When an individual or company wants to build a residence or commercial building and they do not have the cash to cover the construction costs, they can take out a construction loan. With a conventional mortgage, the land and the building are collateral for the mortgage should the borrower default. However, if the landowner needs to borrow to cover the construction cost, there is no building to act as collateral. The owner can pledge only the undeveloped land for a loan. This is where the construction loan comes in. A lender, often a mortgage banker, issues a construction loan for a line of credit. The borrower draws down the credit line at established points as construction progresses. Thus, unlike a mortgage, a construction loan is characterized by multiple loan advances made for various amounts at irregular intervals. The question becomes, how does one calculate the payment amount due and the payoff balance? A conventional loan calculator or amortization schedule does not have the flexibility to handle these loans. However, the Accurate Construction Loan Calculator does have the necessary flexibility. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to calculate the changing payment amounts due and an accurate to-the-penny payoff balance. Let's get started. First, click New to clear the prior entries. For the example, I'll assume an initial interest rate of 5.5%. We will set the initial compounding to exact simple. The calculator is already set the schedule type to loan. For the calculation method, we will select U.S. Rule. I've selected the U.S. Rule method for this tutorial because most construction loans require the borrower to pay only interest on the increasing loan balance. The balance is increasing because the borrower is drawing down the line of credit as the construction progresses. The U.S. Rule produces no compounding of interest. The rule requires that a calculator accumulates unpaid interest separately and not added to the principal balance. Thus, the rule prevents the lender from calculating interest when making a loan advance and then charging interest on the unpaid interest. I'll look at this in more detail later when we calculate our payment schedule. Of course, this is only an example. You will need to set these options per the loan terms you wish to track. Let's continue with the example. Click on Settings and select Rounding Options. Select Open Balance, No Adjustment. You should always select Open Balance when you do not want the calculator to round the last cash flow to arrive at a zero balance. The Open Balance option allows you to show the loan balance as borrowers make payments. Click Save Changes to close. Next, also under Settings, select Interest Options. In the top of the half of the window, under Long First Periods, select With First. Click Save Changes. We will continue setting up the calculation by entering the first loan advance. We have two goals with this tutorial, and they are to be able to calculate accurately the loan payment amounts and to be able to calculate the loan payoff amount. As such, we are not concerned with the credit line amount. We track each of the amounts drawn via loan advances. We enter the first loan advance by leaving the series set to loan. We will set the date to May 16th. And the advance amount will be $75,000. Since there's one advance on one date, we'll leave the number column set to 1. There's more than one way to set up a construction loan using this calculator. We could enter each loan advance and payment as they happen, with each advance and payment in their own row. But in the interest of time, we will create a construction loan projection. That is, we want to estimate our costs for the loan. But don't worry, I'll get to an accurate payoff amount shortly. To accomplish this, We need to estimate how long it will take to complete the project. The builder projects that he'll finish the project in November. That means we expect the borrower to make 5 payments due on the 1st of each month, starting in July. Click on the first empty row. It's set to payment. We will enter the first payment date, July the 1st. And we expect to make 5 of them, so we'll enter 5 in the numbers column. To tell the calculator the payment amounts need to be for accrued interest only, click on the cash flow options. Click on the Interest Only tab and select Activate Interest Only Payments for currently selected series. Save the changes to close the window. The amount column will show See Schedule. At this point, the calculator does not know the balance when each payment is due, so it will only show the interest payments on the payment schedule. Per the builder's plans, we expect to make 3 more draws from the credit line. Click on the next empty line. You can change payment to loan by typing L. The first advance date will be July the 12th. In the amount of $35,000. Again, this is one advance. We go to make the second loan advance. I type an L to change it to loan, and that loan advance will be July 26th. This advance will be for $40,000. Keep tabbing to the next row. The third loan advance will be September the 10th. And this will be for $90,000. Now, let's look at the payment schedule. Skip the title page. The schedule shows the 5 interest-only payments and the total draw, that is, the principal balance as of the last payment. You can see the payments increasing as the loan balance increases due to the loan advances. The first payment is larger than the second payment because per the loan's terms, the borrower doesn't need to pay the first payment until 46 days after the first loan drawdown. Assume the builder completes the project on schedule and the borrower will take out a traditional mortgage as planned. At the closing, the borrower uses the proceeds for the new mortgage to pay the construction loan in full. What is the construction loan balance at closing? Click on the first empty row. Assumes the parties have scheduled the closing for November the 10th. Enter payment, set the date to the 10th, and type U for unknown, and this will be for 1 payment. Click Calculate. The result is $240,330, which includes $240,000 of principal balance plus $330 of accrued interest since November the 1st. Earlier, I promised to get into more detail about the U.S. rule. Also, as mentioned per the U.S. rule, the calculator does not calculate interest on the balance. It calculates interest on the principal balance. Take payment number 2 as an example. Here the interest payment is for $498. Let's close the schedule, change the calculation method to normal, and open the schedule again. Look at payment 2 again. This time it's for $499. The slightly larger amount of interest is due to the interest charged on the prior unpaid interest. Earlier I had said that we are preparing a projected schedule. I set up this as a projection because I did not want viewers to watch me enter each payment into the calculator. You may, however, use this calculator to calculate the actual payoff amount for any construction loan. All you need to do is follow the principles discussed and change the dates as required. That about wraps up this video. I also have over 20 written tutorials about other financial calculations on the AccurateCalculators.com website. I plan to be preparing video versions of them as well. If you want to be notified when I add YouTube tutorials, please subscribe to this channel. As always, you may leave a question in the comments section below or on the website at the bottom of a calculator's page. If this video helped you out, please leave a comment and give me a thumbs up. That helps me out. Thank you for watching.